everyone, it's Emma. Today I'm doing another speedy flash. Wait, no, that's a superhero. I don't remember what I called this the last time. I think it was Flash Book Haul. BookCon is this weekend. I'm going to be in New York. I will probably go to Kinokuniya. I will probably buy books or get books. But last weekend I was away with my family and I got a lot of books, as happens whenever my family goes on vacation. So I wanted to haul these books for you guys because otherwise my post-BookCon book haul would have been huge. Massive. The first two books that I have were books that they gave me at the 7 Sentences seminar that I was attending this past weekend. If you don't know, it's a writing seminar that Maggie Stiefvater and Courtney C. Stevens have been doing around the country, and they did one in Virginia, and it was a birthday present to me to go. It was one of the most amazing experiences of my life, probably the most amazing single learning experience of my life, because it was 8 hours, one day, start to finish. Maggie Stiefvater is the coolest person on the planet. She also is the same personality type as me and the same Hogwarts house, so I just love her a lot. Anyways, they gave us 2 signed books when we got there for free. So the first one is Faking Normal by Courtney C. Stevens. Courtney C. Stevens was also amazing. She made me laugh so much. I've never read this book. I own this book. Someday I will read it, but it's just kind of cool that they gave it to me for free and signed, so that was exciting. She talked about her new book that's coming out really soon a lot that day, and it sounds so interesting. I'm absolutely buying it. I forget what it's called, but she described it as gender fluid Footloose. So, and then the second book that they gave us for free is The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. Maggie Stiefvater wrote my name in her handwriting. It's probably the best thing ever. Maggie also retweeted me that day. I was fangirling about Ronan's face and she retweeted me, so that was great. I don't actually own the Scorpio Races, so I was really excited it was this one because I knew they were going to give us signed books, and I just kind of assumed it would be the Raven Cycle. I already own 3 copies of the first book, The Raven Boys, and one of them is signed, so I was so excited that it was the Scorpio Races. Again, Maggie talked about it a lot that day, used the characters for examples and stuff, so it made me really excited to read it. I think this is the last Maggie Stiefvater related thing that I have. In Richmond, Virginia, there is this bookstore whose name I will put here or in the description box. Maggie does special offers with them because I think she lives around there. So they had a bunch of signed books. So I picked up Forever, which is the 3rd book in the Shiver trilogy. So this one is also signed. It doesn't have my name in Maggie's handwriting. This is also the bookstore that this came from. I've gotten this question a lot since I hauled this. It is like the Raven Cycle full series with this sleeve that Maggie drew and then her signature. So this is from that bookstore. You can get stuff online from there. So that is where that is from. That is also where this is from. This is not starting out as a very speedy book haul. I went to a Barnes & Noble and I picked up Honey So Sweet Volume 3. I read this in the car ride home. I enjoyed it. It's nice. It's sweet, as you can tell by the name. There's nothing much of substance to this series. I enjoy reading it, but it's not one that I'm going to rave about. I like it. I like the art style. I think it's cute. I think it's angsty, which is sometimes just what you need. I've been so excited for this, and I don't think I've mentioned it on my channel yet, but Langleave released her first novel. It's called Sad Girls, which is such a title that makes me want to read it. I love Langleave's poetry books. I have read The Universe of Us, Love and Misadventure, and Lullabies, and I loved all 3 of them, so I was really excited for this book release. I have no idea what the plot of this book is, other than that it is a romance. On the back it says, a girl who cried wolf, a boy in sheep's clothing, a killer romance, a deadly secret. And it's Langleave, so I'm going to love it and devour it and fall in love with it. That is a guarantee. Then there was this children's and YA and middle grade bookstore that was really incredible. Again, I will put the name somewhere or probably down in the description box. So I picked up a couple books from there. The first one is We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I know nothing about this. It sounds like something I'm going to like. The cover is gorgeous. You go through life thinking there's so much you need until you leave with only your phone, your wallet, and a picture of your mother. The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. There's magic in starlight, of course, this is well known. Moonlight, however, that is a different story. Moonlight is magic, ask anyone you know. This one, I just love the title. I love the girl in the front, the way she's painted. It's a middle grade book. I was in the mood for middle grade books. The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. My brother read these when he was younger. I think both my brothers did, actually. I never read them, and I don't know why. I don't even remember making the decision not to read them, but I've always wanted to. Gifted children undergo tests to enter some type of society thing. That's basically all I need to know to want to read it. Anything that reminds me of 39 Clues, I immediately want to read. Oh, here's the name of the bookstore. BBGB. Oh, that's cute. BBGB Tales for Kids. The Gallery by Laura Marks Fitzgerald. This one is inspired by real-life events, and it takes place in the Roaring Twenties. I really like the cover, and it sounds mysterious, and like it has to do with art, I think. So that is why I picked this one up. And the last two things I also got at Barnes & Noble, but I forgot to haul them with my other Barnes & Noble stuff. They had a really cool collection of magazines and like subscription type monthly releases, local author type stuff. So they had a bunch of poetry ones and short stories. The first one is Monkey Business, New Writings from Japan. So it's just like, what are you doing, Ginger? It's just a collection of a bunch of different authors, and that is the kind of thing that I really love. I got Washington Square Review. This has mostly poetry and some short stories, so I'm excited to look at those too. Okay, I'm not sure if this was very speedy flash book haul. It didn't feel very speedy. Those are all the books I picked up this past weekend, I think. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. I'm Miss Emma Reads Lot on all of my social media, which I will link down in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time with a new video. I just got a text message right as I was blowing my kiss. Okay.